Usually in an iron review, I'll jump out straight on the golf course and just start playing with them, but I'm not prepared to do that today, at all. The reason being is because the irons in my golf bag today are beautiful, but at the same time, petrifyingly scary. They lure you in, but at the same time make you want to run an absolute mile. They bring a tear of joy to your eyes at the same time as bringing wincing pain. The Tailor-made P7MBs are here. So the new P7MBs from Tailormade. Usually I would jump straight out onto the golf course, but not today. These irons are not the type of irons you want to be rocking up to the first tee with, without a swing, in the middle of an English winter and feel like you're going to hit them out the middle, because if you do not hit these out the middle, they are going to absolutely batter you. But they are stunning. So before we jump out onto the course, I've just come over to the range so I don't make myself look like a complete idiot today, trying to use these irons. I'm not Rory McIlroy, I am not Tiger Woods, I'm just little old Ashley from the Golf Supply, a mere mortal, and I can manage my expectations. So what Tailormade are saying about these irons, they are pretty much a forged lump of metal, and that's all they need to be. Like their younger siblings, the P7MCs, which I have tested, and you need to go and watch that video. They are forged, 5 times forged, 2,000 ton steel press. They've got milled grooves on the face. They've got everything you would expect to have in a blade. The 9-iron doesn't look too daunting, to be honest. Oh, they feel unbelievable though. You know when you've hit a blade. When you catch a blade out of the middle, you know you've hit it. Oh. Just what you'd expect. A little high flight with a 9-iron, not going that far. So these are lofted very, very traditionally, but not as traditionally as the old MBs. So the previous model MB, the 7-iron, was lofted at 35 degrees, which is uber traditional, considering you've got sets on the market now where a 7-iron is at around about 30 degrees. These are at 34 with the pitching wedge at 47. So yep, traditional. They are not designed to go an absolute mile. These are designed for control, feel, versatility, spin, but they're more traditionally lofted than a standard set of irons, but less traditionally loft, can't even say that word, as the previous MBs. So like I said, before I go out onto the golf course, I just thought I'd come down to the range quickly and just clip a few to warm up. You've got a 2-tone finish on these of a matte and chrome 7-iron. Tug that one a little bit, but oh, it's so good. And then what you find is as you start to move around into the 7, 6, 5, 4, that high flight that you'll be seeing with a 8-iron, 9-iron and pitching wedge, the window starts to fall a little bit. And when you do strike them, you get a much more, oh my Lord, penetrating ball flight, just like that. And so shout out to Clubhouse for sending these out, but they thought they were funny. And they've sent me out this. Now you might be thinking, Ash, why have you went into your kitchen and brought your butter knife out with you? I haven't. That is the 3-iron that you can spec in this set. I don't know who is going to be speccing the 3-iron in this set. If you are, you're an absolute nut job. But we're going to try and hit this out on the course today as well, so stay tuned for that. Because I am not someone who would be playing blades. I used to have the Titleist 620MBs. God, these are incredible though. But I took them out the bag and I put my T100s in there for people that follow the channel. The players on tour using these irons are the likes of your Rorys, your Tigers, your Dustin Johnson. But even those guys, some of them aren't using the 4, 5 and 6 in the blades. A lot of them have got prototype irons, so you've seen like Raw's prototype and Wood's prototype, even DJ prototype. Onto the 6-iron now. I tell you what, I'm absolutely flushing these though. Oh, But probably this is as far as I would go if I was to play this set, up to the 6 iron. When you start to get into the 4 and 5 iron, and certainly that 3 iron, it starts to get a little bit daunting. But like I said at the start of the video, they are stunning, absolutely stunning, but at the same time, petrifying. But as I alluded to in the MC review that I've done, I think what Tailormade have accomplished with these set of irons and the MCs is actually really clever, because the sole width, I tell you, I'm on one today, ain't I? The sole width on these new irons have been redesigned. And by redesigned, I mean halved in size pretty much. That sole is absolutely tiny. But why I think Tailormade have been clever is because what they've done is they've kept the top line very rounded. They've put it in a matte finish, and it doesn't look too daunting behind the ball. When you set up to the ball, you kind of forget that the leading edge is the size of a toothpick. And you can just hit shots without really worrying about what's underneath. Do I get brave and hit a couple of 4 and 5 irons here? Yeah. We'll start slow with the 5 iron. Now, you can't knock Tailormade for the looks of these golf clubs. They've kept the little diamond crest on the back, which I really like. I think I see in a review before, the reason they've done that is because it deflects the light. So you're actually getting light hit these from about 4 or 5 different angles. And it does make it look like there's a little bit more help behind there. Although it is just a cast forged iron, it does look a little bit more forgiving than say a more traditional blade without this design on the back. This is when it starts to get a little bit dicey though. When you start to put the 5 iron in your hand, that head starts to get a little bit smaller and my heart rate starts to get a little bit higher. I don't know why. Wow. I mean, they're going next to nowhere with these range balls and with them being blades. Now, we'll dive into this a little bit more on the course, and don't get me wrong, if I was a good enough player, which I'm not, that was a little bit bottomy and that's actually done okay. If I was a good enough player, do I love the idea of having a full set of blades in my bag? My ego tells me yes. Rocking up to the tee to see your boys and going, all right lads, how's it going? Or the starter on the first tee. How's it going boys? You good? Yeah? Yeah, don't mind me, I'm a player, yeah. Is a very appealing fantasy to have. Are these aimed at everyone? Absolutely not. Just give the 8 iron a little chip. Do I absolutely adore them? Yeah. I'm going to hit a couple more on the range and then I'm going to get out into the course and play a few holes with these, try and hit a few different shots, and then I'm going to try and hit the 3 iron, okay? Bear with me. I'm going to go on to the 3rd tee. When I get to the 3rd on the course, I'm going to pull the 3 iron out and hit a couple off that tee with that club. Optimistic? No. Hopeful? Yes. Oh, I love these clubs. See you on the course. So let's do it then. P7MB on course time. They are a little bit daunting, but at the same time, they're just a little bit amazing. Let's hit this, play a few holes, let you know what I think, and then get to that par 5 and hit some 3 irons. Nervous. Toey, straight down the middle. So you're going to get from these irons, don't find the centre, get punished, but that, for an off-centred hit, isn't actually that bad. Let's play a couple of holes, get to grips with these properly. I'll meet you on the par 5 third. Right, so a couple of holes played with the new Tailor-made MBs, and I must say they are lovely to play with. When you find the middle of the club face, the feel is like you'd expect from a forged lump of metal. It's just heavenly, orgasmic, some would say. But we are now on to the third hole, and that means, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to attempt to hit that. Now, general rule of thumb, don't do this at home. Unless you are the Rory McIlroys or Fleetwoods of the world or the Tiger Woods, I would strongly advise against doing this. But I'm going to hit 3 or 4 balls with the 3-iron. Wish me luck. I'm nervous. So the 13th hole here at Crundon Park is a relatively short par 5. So if I were someone who was going to play this club, this would be a pretty good hole to hit it, because it's narrow, but with a good 3-iron, it does probably bring the green in 2 in play. So, I mean, that just looks tiny. That head is minuscule. Scared. I've ripped it. Just caught the right rough, but I've actually found the middle of the face there, which I'm probably more surprised than what you are. And I didn't even feel it come off the face. That is what I love about blades. Yeah, it beats you up and it makes you feel like absolute crap when you don't find the middle of the face, but when you do, there's just something special about them. The head's the size of a teaspoon, but if you can find the middle. Oh my God. You get shots like that. I'm kind of surprised here. Georgie boy's behind the camera having a little giggle as well. He was expecting a couple of little toe shanks. This time with a Pro V as well. So this, if I catch this one, it will feel even softer. Oh, that was a toe. That was a toe, but it's actually done relatively well. I've hit that one out of there, and as you can see, the grooves stop there. So, but it didn't punish me as much as what I thought it would. I'm trying to hit a low one. I'm going to try and stinger it. Oh, I pushed it slightly, but it's low. Do you know what? You wouldn't want to play that one on the golf course, but that's 3 out of 4 that I've actually clipped pretty well. Let's finish off this hole, get over to the 4th, give our closing thoughts on the P7MBs. Maybe they're not just a pretty face. Coming up that hill. So P7MBs, they are, I would say, as much as a blade can be, a slight improvement on last year's model, just purely for the aesthetics. The sole design is a little bit cleaner, the leading edge with the matte finish, the offset is a little bit less, but there's a progressive blade length going through these, which you'll see from the graphics throughout this video. And I really, really like them. As blades go, they're actually not that hard to hit. But what you do get with blades is precision. Precise control, and I love that in a golf club. I love it when a golf club is brought out. Go on. Pretty good. I love it when a golf club is brought out and it doesn't come with a list as long as your arm of technology that's going to help you. Now, is that technology needed in the golf market, and do we want to stop innovation? Absolutely not. I'm all for it. Keep trying to make golf clubs easier to use so more golfers can play this beautiful game. Get your eyes on that one, Georgie. But that's what I mean. I really, really, really have enjoyed testing these P7MBs. They're going to be priced at about £1,200 with Clubhouse Golf. Do I recommend these to a high handicapper? Although I am saying that they're easy to hit, absolutely not. The 4 and 5 iron, even though they are absolutely tiny in head size, they're actually not that too bad. They're not that bad at trying to hit them. You feel like you can do absolutely anything you want with these golf clubs. You can just knock a little 8 iron straight down. You can get a 9 iron and fly it straight to the flag. it is precise control. What more would you expect from a Tailor-made blade? If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel and ring that bell. You'll be notified every time we upload a new golf video. This has been the Tailor-made P7MBs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful club.